Oh shit, it's on! Hey everybody, what's up? I am here in Los Angeles making this, and I wanted to make this for a few reasons because I've been hearing some stuff and I wanted to clarify some stuff. I wanted to explain some stuff. Wow, this sounds like a really sad TED Talk in the making. It's really not that deep. I just feel like since I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks, and I'm in Los Angeles, and I'm like starting the beginning of a pivot in my career, I just wanted to sit down and address things. I have been vlogging. You will see all of this different stuff coming out from what I've been up to. But just in terms of quitting YouTube and the podcast and my current YouTube content and just everything, I just wanted to sit and have like a quick little chat because it's not, that sounds so dramatic. It's really not. I am probably like the happiest I've been in a minute. And I mean, I'll get to that, I guess, but let me take a step back. A couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I just have no concept of time, I posted a video called Let's Chat where I just kind of shared my feelings about social media and YouTube and if I want to keep doing this and stuff, and I thought I made it clear that I wasn't going anywhere. I thought I made it clear, like, this is just where my head's at. I've made no decisions to do anything, etc. However, everybody who I've, like, met here in LA or, like, comes up to me is like, I can't believe you're quitting YouTube. Guys, I'm not quitting YouTube. I know that my content has changed a lot over the scheme of time, and being in Los Angeles, it's really kind of weird as I see like my old life almost when I lived here. I just feel I can see the different place that I'm in, and just some of my old content, like the DIY stuff or like the hair dyeing and the 5-minute crafts, and that's what a lot of people got to know me for doing, and it's just not really what I enjoy doing anymore. But really quick, I just want to finish. I'm not quitting YouTube. I have no intentions of ever quitting YouTube, to be honest, because it's always something that's been a part of my life and it's changed my life, and I never want to let that go. But I think as I enter this new pivot in my career, I'm not saying that it's going to be less, but I'm just saying I can definitely see it becoming more of a side thing again instead of my main thing, which is crazy to think about. But I don't think I really will ever go anywhere. That video was just kind of expressing like my disdain. A lot of people, you guys are able to fucking tell when I'm not happy or I'm just not in it. And it feels like so fraudulent almost to be posting a 5-minute crafts thing when I just have no desire to. It's like, I don't know. And maybe there'll be times where I see something and I'm like, that looks fun, and that's what I want to get back to with my channel. I want to just like have fun. I don't want to feel stress the way that I have over the last few years. This December I'll be uploading for my 11th year on YouTube, and that's a long time to be doing stuff, and I want to get back to this being fun, and I know it is my job, but I just want it to be fun. It's really not supposed, it should never have gotten to the point where I'm like, it's destroying my self-worth and my self-esteem and all of that. So, getting back to what I was saying, this is like a lot of jumping around. I mean, we might as well be in that movie, Jump In with Corbin Bleu and Keke Palmer. Was Keke Palmer in that? Or am I misremembering? Is that a Mandela effect? Or am I just stupid? Anyways, the content that I post. I have really gotten into vlogging. I just really enjoy my life. I really love my real life. A lot of the time I have spent on the internet was trying to escape real life and make friends on the internet who I felt really close with and felt understood my weirdness. But I've really grown into a person who's so comfortable being themselves in real life, and I've been doing this for 11 years and I've built a life for myself that is really beautiful, and I'm really starting to just accept the fact that it's okay to focus less on work and more in enjoying the life I've created. So that's also been a reason as to why I just might seem like I'm not as into it. But also I'm almost 30, I'm turning 30 in November, and I'm not in the same place where I want to make DIY videos and stuff like that. And I know that people, that's what they came to know me as, especially in the pandemic. But I want to say that, like, that doesn't mean, I don't know, it's such like a mind frick that I feel like I should be doing it because that's what a lot of people love, but my heart's just not in that shit anymore, and I've struggled with it a lot, to be honest, but I'm really at a place where I'm like, okay, if people are gonna unsubscribe, that's fine. I want to be doing what I enjoy, and now that I'm in LA, because I did my very first live show for Unhinged with Chris Klemens, and I did stand-up after, because I really want to pivot into doing stand-up. And this trip, it went perfectly. I vlogged a lot of it, and it really opened my eyes to how comfortable I felt on stage and how good I felt, and I feel like I found my purpose of, like, I just had the time of my life doing 2 shows, both of which are sold out. And the podcast that we recorded was the best episode we've ever recorded ever, which is amazing. But there is also tea with the podcast. Before every episode, that Big Spark Studios logo pops up. Well, Big Spark Studios is, like, closing, and they have basically... Sam and Justin and Matt, our ad sales guy, basically are now unemployed because the company's closing. So I'm having to take on 3 salaries now. And so I don't really know what this means for the podcast. We haven't uploaded a podcast in 2 weeks now. And I just wanted, like, today is the 2nd week we're not uploading. So that's also why I wanted to make this video, is that we're going through a transition phase again, and I don't know what it's gonna look like, to be honest, but I have no intentions of stopping the podcast. Unhinged, having just done our 100th episode, I feel like the podcast and stand-up are 2 things that I'm really wanting to put a lot into, because I've just really started to enjoy those facets, and less on, like, the sitting down and doing, like, a crazy wacky video. And yeah, I have no plans on quitting YouTube. My Man on the Street stuff, I know people are like, Chris, we miss that, and I honestly miss it too, but I will give you the reasoning why I stopped doing Man on the Street videos for a hot minute. I have no intentions of stopping them forever. I love doing them. 1, it's summer, and I'm a miserable bitch in summer. I literally hate being outside in the heat. I hate all that. And last summer I did it just because I was excited to be doing street interviews again in New York. But this summer and also I feel like a lot of people started doing street interviews, which is fine. I'm not trying to, like, gatekeep. I didn't invent them and any of that shit. But I feel like a lot of people got really sick of street interviews because of how some people were conducting them and the reasons for which they were doing them. I'm always doing them just to talk to people and to have a funny moment, and I love bringing people out of their shell. I really just enjoy it. However, I think a lot of people really did it to pick up girls, or it came from a misogynistic angle, or like a grimy, gross frat boy angle, or like try to make people look stupid. And I think a lot of people got really turned off to street interviews, and it's not that I care what other people think, it's just that I can understand sensitivities and stuff, and I don't need to put out street interviews. Like, I don't know, and I also was just really having a hard time in my actual life. This last year has been, like, the darkest year of my life. probably. And it's just been a lot to deal with while also being a public-facing person and having to be like visually in front of people. So it's just been a lot. And I feel like I'm trying to get better at like, you know, opening up. I used to talk to you guys like all the time on this channel. And I like I know what happened. I just kind of got scared of like showing the internet myself a little. Just because I was very fragile and sensitive. But I'm really excited. All in all, I'm not quitting YouTube. If I do, you guys will get a solid heads up. But I don't see myself ever quitting YouTube. YouTube will always be a part of my life that I will upload with. Even if I do stand-up full-time, I'll do tour vlogs. Like, we'll do street interviews on tour. Like, I'm so actually excited for the fucking future, which is, I can't believe I'm saying, because for so long I just never wanted the future to come. But I just feel like I have figured out what I'm meant to do, and having done YouTube for over a decade, I feel like I've hit the ceiling with it, you know? Like, I've had the viral videos, I've like paved new paths for creators. I've done all that I feel that I can, and sure, could I have, you know, done it bigger? Yeah, but it's never been about the views for me, you know? Like, you start to hit enough things and you're like, does this actually make me happy and fulfill me? And I think that's where I've been struggling. And now that I'm doing stand-up, I have so much to accomplish. I have so much to learn. And I have so many places to go. And I'm super excited about that. The live shows here in LA were beyond dreams come true. And I'm so excited for you guys to see the vlog this weekend. Hopefully this weekend. Maybe it'll be Monday. But I'm just really feeling re-energized. And I'm not quitting YouTube. I definitely am doing more live shows. I'm putting a lot into the podcast now. I'm super excited. We want to do tours on tours on tours with the podcast and stand-up, or one or the other. And yeah, I want some patience with the podcast, if that's okay. Just trying to figure out this next step as I once again take on 3 people's salaries, which is like $180,000 a year for the 3, if like my calculations are correct, which is daunting because I'm a single person just running this shit, having no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, I felt there was a disconnect between like the 5-minute crafts and what people got to know me for and where I am now, and I just wanted to explain that. And I don't hope this didn't come across as dramatic. I'm really so happy. And I feel so fulfilled, and I have like chills talking like this because I haven't talked like this in such a long time. But I'm really, 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 really excited for what's to come. I'm gonna put a Google form down below if you're in college to fill out, because I would love to do like a college tour. And then we're also, put in the comments where you would love for me to come for stand-up or a show. Like a Unhinged live show. We definitely are gearing up to do a New York one in the fall, so stay tuned for that. And I would love to do a stand-up special in Delaware. That's kind of on my to-do. So yeah, I hope this clarified some stuff, and I feel so much better getting some of this off my chest, because I sit here and watch my numbers drop, and I'm like, oh my god, people think I've like stopped doing man on the street videos. People think I've stopped doing these DIY videos, which like I have. But I also can do like little DIY stuff in my vlogs. So I'm really starting to get excited about YouTube again, because I love vlogging and stuff, and feel good kind of shedding the things people knew me for, like DIYs and stuff. And it feels nice to have a purpose of like, girl, who cares if your numbers are dropping? You are loving stand-up and you're good at it. You're good at it! So I'm just excited. Wanted to make this little video. And I hope everybody's doing extremely well and is, you know, making some time for them. That's important. And don't give up. Don't give up. If I'm saying that, it's true. Don't give up on shit worth fighting for. I'm so serious. I kind of wrote myself off for stand-up, and then I did the show. And it was just, I found my purpose, and it's super exciting. So I appreciate you guys. I have the best fans in the world. I really do feel that. I have been all types of emotions this past year, and have so many of y'all still rock with me means the world. It does. So thank you guys. I just wanted to give a little check-in of what's been going on and what's to come and what we're dealing with now. And yeah, I promise I'm not going anywhere, and this is only the motherfucking beginning. 10 years into it. 11 years into, yeah. Ooh, I have to stop talking like that. That could send me into a spiral. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I love you, love you, love you! And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.